pick up the pieces as I go. I know it's gonna be a long road, getting some peace within my soul. Cause self-love is the main goal. Waking up with a smile. Damn, it's been a while, feeling up and it's up. Take a gander at me now.
What's up, Checking In crew?
Hey, y'all.
We want to welcome you guys to our podcast, Rain Check, where we have our special guest, Brandon, here.
Brandon! Brandon with a V. You better
With
get
a
it
V.
together. Brandon, we've known each other forever, and I'm so excited to have you on.
Yes.
Finally, this beautiful creative here, y'all. He's amazing. We're going to drop some pictures and some music on this video so y'all can really get in tune with him. What's your Instagram? Let them know your IG.
It's at 312 Brandon. That's 312 BRV. It's going to fill itself in after that.
Yes. Okay. So check in with us. You know the script. Physically, mentally, whatever you want to say, go ahead and check in with us.
Let's see. How am I feeling now? I'm feeling great. I'm excited about today. I'm going to be linking with some special people. Well, just really my friends and stuff. So
it's going to be a good day.
I'm happy. I am in a space of manifestation. I don't know if y'all can hear my background, but I've got sound bowls playing.
Okay.
And so
I can't hear it.
that's one of those things that I like to zen myself to.
Yes.
I sleep to it. My dog only knows that, like, that type of music at night. And so, yeah, I'm in a good space.
It sounds like it. Like
It sounds very aligning.
Yep.
Yes. Okay, so tell everybody where you're from. What do you do?
So I am from Chicago by way of Bloomington, by way of Chicago.
Back, yes.
I am a singer-songwriter, creative, model of the sorts.
Yes.
I have a lot of things I've done. I don't really I just like to say creative because I feel like once you start doing stuff, you just do
Yeah.
And once they see the video, picture, whatever I drop, when I drop it, they gonna see what you mean
They gonna
by
understand pressure.
creator, like a super
Yes.
creator. You've always been that way, creative as fuck. You bleed it. Hair color changes from everything. You've always done it. So where does that come from? Tell me, like, what's your muse? Like, where do you get that from?
I think one of my favorite people is Missy Elliott. And so when I was younger, I used to always watch Missy Elliott. And something about her just...
It gives.
It just gave. And I think because I also had an affinity for Aaliyah, that came into pass as well. And so Missy Elliott was one of the first. And then I got a chance to meet her when I was young. And that was just one of those life-changing things where it was more than just like looking at her as a super creative, but really getting into the fact that this one human possesses so much like
talent.
And she's not like the turn of the times. Like she wasn't so sexual. It wasn't so the typical thing. And she just reminded me of me. And so I always loved Missy Elliott. I love Cisco. So Cisco's colorful hair, like
Yes.
I was like, when I get a chance to have colorful hair, I want to have hair like Cisco's, right?
Mm-hmm.
When did you start dyeing your hair? Because I don't remember knowing you not dyeing it.
I think I was probably 11 or 12.
Wow.
So I've been dyeing my hair as long as somebody has
been alive.
Been in high school.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Because I couldn't do nothing to mine until I was 16. So you're lucky.
Yeah, but that's because my mom, she was like, I was adopted, and so she had this thing where her kids didn't get piercings until they were 18 to be able to make that decision. Like the braiding to the back and certain things became thug looks.
Yes, right.
So it was for the protection of being black.
Yeah, wow.
You can't braid your hair to the back. no braids in my house.
Stereotype.
Yeah, so it was, we had to go through that. So I never grew my hair out to even have braids or like long length until I got well into my 20s.
Wow.
So I was adopted by my great aunt from my mom. One thing that I love is that I was taught a lot of love and a lot of morals, and I grew up around strong Black women. Of course, they went through the systematic pressures of Black men being taken out of the homes or things like that. But the ones that were there, they had solid relationships. So I did get a chance to see good Black love, to know what that is.
Wow.
But I also did experience a lot of things that, as an adopted child with a person who was older, that couldn't protect you as much as a younger person's parents would. I definitely went through things like I've been molested before. I've dealt with feeling alone. I've dealt with not being heard or seen.
Yeah.
And the thought of the what ifs, because you're never like fully complete if you don't really know who you are.
Yeah.
And I didn't know my dad, and my mom, she's different from what I knew.
Yeah.
So I had to figure all of that out.
I want to kind of put it in perspective for people too, and I don't know, like, if you want to keep this in the record, you could tell me to cut it off or take it out when I'm editing. But a lot of people, of course, wouldn't know that you lost a best friend when we were younger. I was telling my cousin, someone just as creative as you, like, when y'all seen him, you seen Terry. Yeah, like when you see same person. And I just elaborate, like, because I know that had to be like life changing.
He was a singer too, and I don't know where I got this idea that I'm going to be a writer from, but I was probably like maybe 9 years old in the bathroom, and I wrote my first song. I remember it. And so when I met Terry, I was like, I write and I sing, da 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 da. And yeah, you only meet those type of people maybe once or twice, and the second time you meet them, it always is weird. But like, that was my twin flame. That was my best friend, Terry.
You said something about, what the real meaning of love is. So how did that go now into adulthood, into your friendships?
So I had to learn how to keep up with the friends that I had, and if they were meant to be, they would be. So one thing I tried to never do was make any of my friendships like the other one.
Yeah.
Because I realized, like, I'm one of the people that'll tell you I got like 9 best friends. Because each one of the phases I've been through in life, somebody has showed up and been strong, and they've been loyal. And love, I give that, and I know how to feel that. So that's gonna come. That's gonna come natural. But you can love something and not be loyal. You can love something but also not respect it. And I feel like loyalty is where it lies for me. It's how it is now, how it is later. What is like one of those, I wish you well, no bad on your name.
Yes. So let's get into this. Something that happened that we knew about, that you waited until adulthood to actually say, and it was that you were bisexual.
Oh, that's so funny. I'm taking this off at that time. That's so
Come to it. It's so crazy because it's not like the regular like gay story. And that's what I love about it, is because you lived your truth prior to mentioning your truth. Your truth was more so like, okay, niggas, so let's just bring it on the table because y'all keep. So if you want to label me, this is what it is. Or wasn't what it was for you?
Yeah, because I never really felt like I wanted to give myself that label.
Yeah.
Like the generation I grew up in was different from the one now, where I didn't have a poster boy for what this was going to be or what it was going to look like.
Yeah.
We had RuPaul.
Right.
Like, gay was like this.
Yes.
And so, like, I think that's another thing I got, like, drawn in by Missy Elliott, too, was, like, they labeled her so many different things, but she was, like, never going to give you a title. She was just Missy Elliott. Like,
period.
And so I loved that. And I never really wanted to, like, label myself because I loved women. I just had a different respect for women than men when it came to its intent. There's purpose. Like, you can procreate here, so you don't waste time, so to speak.
I have never heard it put that way. That's deep. Okay, go ahead.
That's how I feel. I don't know if everybody feels that way.
That's awesome.
I just don't want to waste time with the woman's like I could go and date women and have sex with women. Yeah, that's cool. But then when you get her pregnant and you were just having fun, you expect her to make a choice that you want to keep your life how you want it. And if she doesn't, now there's going to be turmoil. Because
I've never heard someone say it like that. I love that.
Whereas with the man, I don't have those issues. And I'm still having the same amount of fun.
Yes.
Might be a little more, but ultimately, there's like, for me, that's the reason why I consider myself bisexual, because I do still have intentions on being with a woman, but I'm currently not pursuing them because I'm having the time of my life.
I love that.
Nice.
I love that. And it's honest and it's real. I love that. And I like how you mentioned like Missy Elliott, because like somebody else did, the Brat did it. Where she just now it's like, because I didn't need to validate you. I knew who I was back then.
It's so beautiful because it's so hard for people to do that. And the fact that you've just naturally been that out of the gate just shows so much on your character.
Yeah.
Like, this is me and I don't give a fuck. Like, do what you want to do.
I had my mohawk back in high school. I used to flat iron it.
Yep.
Like, I was so extra.
But, like, now that we bring it up, though, it's because it's like, it's pride. And what I was telling my cousin was like, have you ever thought about, like, they get pride. The word pride, it just means so much. And, like, it gets me so lit. And I'm glad I can have you on here during Pride Month, because it's not so much who you were, but who you are now and willing to, say it. But I just love that.
I just got comfortable. I think so. I still grew through having to like feel comfortable, because being an artist, you have the industry standard, and there was never really room for that. Like, that's just not what they were looking for.
Talk about that, because you got a couple things going against you. You have bisexual, black, male.
Larger frame, and then trying to stick to R&B. R&B was sexy. It was Chris Brown. It was shirt off. It was Tank. It was like,
so true.
You have to sell sex.
Can I say something? I saw a picture of you in a motherfucking tub.
This picture right here, because I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it.
God, baby, that sells sex. The fuck do you
Thank
mean?
you.
Yes.
See, but that was when I started feeling the most comfortable I had ever gotten.
I love it.
That was for my 30th birthday. Shout out to Blake Martin, because he's a photographer that is just amazing.
He did that.
Creative. That's one of my favorite people in the world. And I told him I had this idea. I saw Pharrell's photo shoot where he was in the tub and it was just like his head out, legs out, and I'm like, I want to do this, but I want to level it up. Let me elevate this. And so I was like, we're gonna do it like this, but I want to make it red, but I don't want to make it like blood. So we put it together.
You put thoughts into it, it shows.
And I wasn't expecting the reaction I got from it. I knew that it was fire, but it was like, when I did the shoot, my nerves were, okay, I don't want to feel judged, right? But I went into the shoot and Blake didn't make me feel judged at all.
Yeah.
He literally, it was almost like I was there and I wasn't. And I was like, okay, well, if somebody that I see is to be like this iconic figure to me is not judging me with my shirt off or with my body out, then I'm okay with this, right? And so then when I got the photos, I saw the raw photos first, and it was the way that he captured the photos. Even in the raw, it was like, why can't I be proud?
Went crazy.
Like, I'm me. I'm me. And at the end of the day, I'm not missing out on nothing. The same girls and boys that try to holler at y'all still try to talk to me. I get more pussy invites in my DMs than you could ever imagine. And some niggas are so thirsty for what I could like. So I'm not missing anything sexually. My money's good. I'm blessed. And actually,
my brother is sitting in a high rise downtown Chicago. I just, I'll say it for him because he ain't gonna say it. It's the view for me, okay? So we're not gonna sit up here and act like you ain't just leveled up. You've done that.
I said with all of that in mind,
life is good.
I'm gonna live what makes me happy. I'm gonna do this damn thing. So I did that, and then I was like, I like the idea of feeling naked a little bit. Like, give
Yeah.
them some skin.
Look, I
Like,
saw the picture and I'm like, I'm ready to hop in the motherfucking tub.
Yes.
Hello.
What do you mean?
hello. I really just had to deal with insecurities as an adult that I didn't face younger. So if you're going through something at a younger age, face it, realize that you're
Yeah.
already good. Like, don't worry about what other people think is dope, because everything is going to come back around. And if the people that tell you no are going to try it before you, that's how they're going to, if you don't do it, they're going to try it. So you might as well do it and then be like, look, I ate y'all at it anyway.
Period.
So this is my thing. I want you to directly say it to the gay kid, the bisexual kid, the transgender kid, because this is y'all's month. You put on for those
Yes.
kids. What would you tell them?
Live in your truth. Everything that you are feeling is happening for a reason. Don't be scared to be creative.
Yes.
Don't let people turn down your level up. You are on your way to being great. If you want to cut those jeans up and make them into some type of chained up shorts, do that.
Please.
You want to cut that shirt up. You want to bleach your hair. You want to wear those rings. You want to put that chain on, grab that bag. Do what you're going to do, okay? Because they're going to hate you for it now. They're going to hate you for it later. But the ones that love you are the ones that matter.
Yeah.
And you're going to find so many people that love you for just being you, for just staying true. Because hate will just make you a dark person if you let them come onto you. So just living your life, living your life. Pick your color of the rainbow.
Amen.
That's the one.
And you know what? People don't even know, and I've always thought this, that they wonder why people gravitate to gay people so much, or, you know, for hairstylists, for whatever. People love confident people. I fuck with anybody that know who they are.
Yep.
Anybody.
It takes a lot, but the thing is, like, I think so. For me, being black, being a male, and then being in the LGBTQ, it was 3 different fights growing up.
Yes.
The main one that I had to deal with was just being LGBTQ, because being a male, I personally never want to be anything other than male. So it was just how I dressed up my male. But being a bigger male, if a skinny guy put on the stuff I was wearing back in the day, nobody had a problem with that.
Yeah.
But being a big boy, I had thighs and ass.
Yeah.
And so the men looked at what I had on like, ooh, that's too tight. Well, it's not too tight. I'm just fitting it different for you. But why are you looking? So check yourself.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with a lot of people that didn't know themselves or weren't raised right to respect different. That now I got to take on your insecurities, and I got to be affected by how you feel. So if I'm not on your radar,
keep it pushing. Keep it pushing. Absolutely. That just makes sense.
I needed this conversation. You spoke to me and didn't even know you were speaking to me. I didn't expect to come over here and, okay, thank you.
And I'm happy. This was really great.
This is a great way to start the day.
Yes, it was.
Now let's get you to manifest some shit. We like to manifest. We believe in manifestations at home. We also believe that you don't need a license to listen. That's why these conversations are amazing, and it does stuff for us, you know, too. So manifest some shit. What's coming up in Brandon's life?
I'm manifesting greater wealth, greater health, more peace. I love more life. I want to experience my greatest love.
Yes.
That's deep.
And yeah, I'm just at that point. Like, that's really where it's at for me. Like, I've put a lot of work in to be, you know, where I'm at. So I'm manifesting the fruits of my labor, that I get a chance to at least see what each fruit tastes like.
Yes. It's
even
giving
if it's bitter,
happy.
it's okay.
Your energy is just giving happy.
It's giving 100%. I see pure beauty inside and out. I don't even know you, but I feel like I do know.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, y'all. We are now checking out. I'm Alexis.
It's Liz.
And we got Brandon. Yes. I hope y'all like it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We have more conversations coming on, y'all. We are showing you that Black people do this. We do this.
Okay.
Mental health is not a trend. It's a lifestyle. So we got this. Thank y'all, beautiful Black people. And we are checking out.
Checking out.
Peace.
First off, mind your business. Bad every day like Christmas. Attitude on think you pay me. It take more than a Bentley to date. Got me, I don't trust him. If he ain't got more than me, can't got me.